aban sikasem
afei agenda 111 no mampani di nsem bia to dwa fa ho na wasase mu kana se kia ne ke enkosi se won free aban mu no na ya wie ni nyina
eniema yeto eri boy yen ho ban ni aye hye de kata ye hona no de di dra ye tiri ho ni ade no aban kire se oboka Ghana city no opepepe baako ne pochiri enkron
mampani kasaye no amu na o kire mu se enra oh Ghana Black Stars wonuma yade papa nti e wo se mamu ni nyina iyebo wonum abasota wonum
Black Stars modern mo na yema won ayiko no na ye ka so right man odro ko ri adawro man no abobo akase nyina no ayisi buama ene na ya pepra ena ebo ni chidom achinchima fidie no ama yen awie yima ko bi adawro ma ene ade kase nkyire mu ma mo JB ba enterprise wo de alata samna bia ba edam soronko wodi gare ma we de atoso fefefe afei ye wo alata samna no ba ko bo friend Black Soap no so siesie we de no ensa asisi wo ho dodot tuntuntuntum ni na abeko se wo hia JB ba ne multimedia no a won be wedding invitation cards amount funeral invitation cards t-shirt on print cap ni key holder na person brand ani nyino be JB ba akiri kwan e wo frisia ba and sons empotamu ho afei uko boss FM abrusan mu so a wa bon sisen ba ho 0249321747 no fra obajo so Bosch electricals we mpimo see edu no sin kane ade be ma fie ai rains heaven I was a former right na CCTV cameras and cables no bajo there standing fan orient na afei wo ceiling fan no de bomb frama e ba so kane anasa abo nyom ni nyina ho mpɛ na se open to kwa akona kokon Bosch basim nka se Ghana Energy Commission agene ne mani nyina atum Doom prisons run about Bosch Babs and Kase Oyerepa FM no Oyerepa TV wo mu emua eno wo eno achi KASE3 on Republic Bank here mu bo no ho ena akwa nteta akofo building no pieces so Bosch Babs 0541125339 ena oni no edibidi nkomo wakenka fo awie ka kire nana asante suaba mini abema
social distancing ambassador of ata frimpon obsia for sam no ni kire mu ntese mu ma ba mu misimu se de si etie yemfa emamo Ghana mampani nana adodankwa akufu adobo adado dodo mbrofo adudu de du free SHS papa adu wona po mama Rebecca adomo ma sweet Rebecca obo modern akwa piem Ghana mbrase odwafie mu a na mbrase odwafie mu okoya no na eyo manga na omane tebia na okokotwa ye de Kano State of Nation address no na wode akwa tudwa se wo manu gira be wom ne yetebia na numu na mampani nana adankwa akufu adonkasa emu no wa kire mu se sa agenda 111 ye kire aya sabia maako wo ha ani duba ko aban de ase nani so se wo si ama wo manu apom de nsam matimi akoda nimu no wo se ewo mu se asase no emra ye de to so se ye bewie no ne ma binti no hwe ana ntimi anko ne sa nanso o warehye mu se kiane kese de wadi kan aka na wa se bodada no nyankropon ya adomo a ansa na wono mampani na danko agufu adobo ada won free abamu afimpinu ani aduonu enum ne da etoso opepo bosome da etoso enso 7 January 2025 na yawie agenda 111 hospitals no na yabia no na okiremu se ne yabema atwentwen na ase kakra no ayese miani bi wonu mu a obekọ no se obenya asase ne kura no nananom ebeja asase no ama yede ayesa buntunwuma no ya na eten atwentwen na ase kakra nyina ka obi ana ama ne mekosa na enso ne nyina wo se emu adio wotwen so 87 de ye ka sei wonu frase denden ya jese egusu a ekoso pa.
So Speaker, I have to report, like all major construction projects, it is evident that the initial schedule we gave for the completion of Agenda 111 was overly ambitious. Identifying suitable sites around the country, for example, has turned out to be even more problematic than had been anticipated. I am now able to say that a great deal of the preparatory work has now been completed, and work has started at 87 of the 111 sites. I've been assured that preliminary work on the remaining 24 sites is ongoing. We have every intention of seeing this project through to its successful end, which will enable me to commission all 111 hospitals before I leave office on 7th January 2025.
Yo, enti Ghana mampani nana adodankwa akufu adobo ada Dodombrofo, my beautiful Rebecca, and Yatin and Case, wash a boss, one corner, na agenda 111, ye.
Omampani atwa so echirem se wo hwe oman sade sese yakogina no a wagitum tia wase oman si kasem niema nkoyie niema tete apansam pa na mom o ka kire Ghana man se eyenka mu na bema yatimi asam yesi kasem agina ne naso na mom so obi adwen ye ne se ye masrafo aba abage oman no afri abanya yato abama no ensem na wonu mu ma be ne ye dia na ye dada ekra.
Mr. Speaker, certain elements have attempted to advocate coup d'etats as the answer to the problems of the nation. We came through a long and tortuous journey to arrive at today's consensus on a multi-party democracy. But the last 29 years since our independence, both the major political parties of the country, the New Patriotic Party, MPP, and the National Democratic Congress, NDC, have made positive contributions to this development. There's work to be done on building our institutions, but our democracy is worth fighting for. It is up to us to find a way to accommodate each other and our differences, to make things work for the benefit of the Ghanaian people. Mr. Speaker, it might also be well that coup d'etats have re-entered our discourse because of the turmoil in our neighborhood. The West African region is suddenly back in the international news headlines for all the wrong reasons. We're back again as the region of political instability and the place for coups. Long and bitter experience led ECOWAS to its current stance of zero intolerance for military coups. We in Ghana know the cost of instability. It leads to the exodus of our artisans and professionals and the emptying of teachers from our schools. Speaker, today, at every traffic light junction in our big towns and cities, you can see the results of instability in our neighborhood with the influx of refugees into our country. We should be unapologetic about campaigning for stable democratic governments in our region.
His Excellency Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo Ghana Mampani and Yatin Nkano.
Na ninka sayemu no ana ansa no washa ase kra no wasre se mrase odofie mu achiame ne ya kire speaker of parliament yewura Aban Kings for Sumanu Babe Momodin na oma ne kwanya na won frem mrase odwafo no Ghana man nyina na ne yanhwe ansam sha enfama Ghana Black Stars empanifo ya wonum etoto boboku okuni management team na afei won ye wo bo akansie mu nimde technical team ne won ye ka ho na afei akansifo no ankasa ya Master party after party bo modern edi wonu mani manura adata memu na wonu ma adata yawo ya wonu bo boku ne friend Super Green Eagles of Nigeria nura wana ni eagle ne momodane vulture odane pete no otuto fom say ya ne ho atutuo sai ye kokko draw e wo bo akansie no na ne nyankropo adom Black Stars adaroma Ghana ye kokata 2022 wose Ghana ye mo Black Stars abaso ma ade pa na ne ode esre wonu ne se nyankropo ya adoma kata ye kono wonu nyiro mu ho ko bo modern pa ensene ne ye wonu maye no enra no.
Mr. Speaker, it is always an honor and a pleasure to be back here where I was a 3-time member to give a message on the state of the nation as required by the Constitution. Mr. Speaker, I hope you'll forgive me if I begin by asking members of the House to join me to salute the management, technical, and playing teams of the Black Stars. Who against the odds beat the Super Eagles of Nigeria in Abuja yesterday. Their qualification for the World Cup has brought so much joy to Ghanaians, and we're looking forward to an outstanding performance in Qatar. 3 cheers for the Black Stars.
Nti wote sɛ mampani na Adam Kwaku Fado say 3 cheers for the Black Stars. I just say ya monyu onum so mprensa nti wote yeah wonde ko sa mprensa mampani na Adam Kwaku Fado enra Ghana Black Stars wonum nimu a wonum kodi no adata man wonum qualify ye ama ye kokata ho abasobo eno no
na radu ye no eno ba COVID-19 yare kontidu nkro no emu na nasema odi tu dwane se achachirefo ene adesuafo ho ka oboye edo toto niema de emfa nkate ehena no de emfa nura yetiri ho ne ade sanitation wo friends saying pada ye de ba papa ye sa tissues no na afei ni ana ye sanitizer eno so ye de fefa ye nsa ho samana ni nso ye de horo ye nsa ne ade no ni nyina ka oboye okeka bo mu Ghana city no opepepe ba ko ene no pachiri nkro 1.9 billion Ghana cedis na o kire mu no ene o say nipa ba sempum aduonum enwotwe 58000 na ban fa won adwuma o fa won krakrakra so meboa apomdra adwuma ye for se de ba betima boy ho ba free COVID-19 yade no ho wo se ye gi akra nkwa se de ba ya yade ne ntimi nkum Ghana fopi afei ye hwe se ye be shedem ye mpie nkwa montere so ye be ma ya hye so boda ni na ye betutumu wa bra nipa ntimi ni akoni aba afei ekabi ananka yensesenka yakọ homasika ho nanso ababububu mu no kurani atete o man sika sema pansampa eni nti se o man ni nyina ye o sika semu a Ghana man ni nya bene.
Mr. Speaker, we have saved lives and fared much better than we had feared and the experts predicted. But the consequences of lockdowns, border and business closures, and unplanned expenditures have combined to have a devastating impact on our economy. The unplanned expenditures included, but were not limited to, the recruitment on a permanent basis of 58,121 healthcare professionals and the payment of extra incentives to our frontline health workers. It took an unbudgeted 1.9 billion cedis to ensure that our children and teaching staff went back and stayed in school safely. Some, including regrettably a few in this honorable House, went as far as to accuse the government of trying to kill Ghanaian children when we introduced the controlled school reopenings. I might add here that in some countries, school closures have lasted for 20 months and children are only now going back to school. Our children did not lose a single academic year.
Enti na je say o mampani se mo kran ye efa COVID ho no anwen ho o se o gidie pa se NPP aban ebetoto o mani sika sem yi pa.
NPP government came into office with a plan to build a resilient economy and set us on the path to prosperity. We were on course, and our performance between 2017 and the beginning of 2020 demonstrates we were making rapid progress. Indeed, in 2017, 2018, and 2019, we recorded average annual GDP growth rates of 7%, making us one of the fastest growing economies in the world. We grew the economy from the CD equivalent of 54 billion United States dollars at the end of 2016 to the CD equivalent of 72 billion United States dollars in 2020, a 33% increase. Then COVID arrived. This is not something that anyone could have planned for, and the consequences are there for us all to see around the world. The big and established economies of the world have been knocked off their planned trajectory. Countries where budget deficits were unknown and prohibited by law suddenly had to accept huge deficits to underwrite social cohesion. The economic devastation of COVID has since the beginning of this year been further aggravated by the Russian invasion of Ukraine, which has worsened the economic outlook of the entire world. We in Ghana have not escaped this development, And the consequences are being felt in rising living costs at our markets and at fuel stations. The terrible events in Ukraine have a definite and direct impact on our lives here in Ghana. Mr. Speaker, 30% of our wheat flour and fertilizer imports come from Russia. 60% of iron rods and other metal sheets are imported from the Ukraine. And almost 20% of Ghana's manganese is shipped to the Ukraine. The bombs might be dropping on cities half a world away, but they are hitting our pockets here in Ghana.
His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the State of the Nation's address, no, nefa bi ene aboamomoti no.
Na yenwie yadasu jina nuemwa dobu adado dodombrofo dudedu free SHS papa watu aso kire mu se nyankropon ya adomo enche kra ene ye ba be nyantete bia hodo ya wonum ba be kwadare pa wa abodie mu nyansa pa ba efo nimdiye ne afenku ntabu onsam ye STEM ye ba be nya bi science technology engineering mathematics ye ba be nya training centers awdo bia makomakonum omamuni nyina beboa amanimdiye ya ye pe de akoye nanim ene abafu wiase mu no yatumi akohre so.
Refurbish National Vocational and Technical Institutes NVTIs across the country. The refurbishment comprises the construction, rehabilitation and equipment of laboratories, workshops, additional classrooms, hostels and administrative offices. Within the next few months, the construction of 5 technical colleges will begin in various parts of the country. 3 technical institutes will be upgraded to tertiary status. Initial phase for the construction of 9 TVET campuses will commence next month in Busumtwe, Achimewisa, Buakon, Kenyase, Patuda, Dambai, Larabanga, Guabuliga, and Tolibri. These campuses will have academic facilities, workshops, laboratories, hostels, and staff accommodation and provide access for training. Government is in the process of securing financing for the construction of 5 STEM universities in 5 new regions. That is Western North, Savannah, Northeast, Ahafo, and Uti regions. Steps are being taken to turn the planned Bunso campus of the University of Environment and Sustainable Development into a standalone independent university focused on the study of engineering. Construction of this camp is set to begin within the next 3 months. Mr. Speaker, there is great potential for our people in the creative arts, fashion, and film industry. We want to unleash the creativity, enterprise, and innovation of our youth by giving them education and skills training in the creative arts. The Creative Arts Senior High School in Kwadaso in Kumasi, whose construction is currently 70% complete, will serve as a beacon for many young and talented people seeking a fulfilling career in this field.
Enti samnu tofua ana yade mamo yetwiye yani ayedie mu ansa na mampani na Dankwa Akufo-Addo ye opoto afidie nso no nyankropon ya adoma chekura bosom miensantem na 5 STEM universities no ye ba abifrase ewo ma no emu
dumie na pa osima dio no Oyerepa kase na wutie ne pram tubrai mu seko eba clinic adaroma na kase yede mamo yanka ose seko owo Gawonic filling station nachi ewo bo ho se ukọ ho a asthma ni stroke aye wo besa hepatitis A and B obi onwo afi bema ne bema si ntrase mu aye mreche ni ha bomode an ko na seko eba onhwo obenya hoden ordinary obi abadwa so seko ointment ye disra etu so sabro ne ahotutu ase sense esi nsan ade ma efri widie ne ni ye wo seko sambra no so obi dafa baba so nkeka ne ade a ebe ye free ho seko giga eno ne adura ema giran na so na yetimi abodwuma Samuel ayisibo ama na adura waje atumti awadi ho adanse no 0244799506 0244799506 na onye so ye to akase ne so ye demo ekọ German North mansimu obnumantam mu nkrefiru abekensa ne se na asi kwajan na ene ohene ewo asiri kurodum ewo German North mansimu mu na abona na Dankwa Akufo-Addo abaso se MPP aban bon homoden pa nam se kwantimpon bi ananka wonum ne ani da so se ye be ye ne da secretary ekọ guka ekwa no na nkanida so ni wo se yebeyo ahyenkafo amane a won hu kwan so nya goro akontufo nso bre sika asase aje wo kra na ye de bi atoso so ebum ni yanse kwa ne ye sisi aba da woroma o mu guso ye ne no ene woni mansin esoafo onmonyamfo Solomon Wusu ene ne hema na Nabra Santewa won ekwa probo e wo kwan so a enam so e ma na esikwajan obo na do abaso
the MPP abanya yelo ayade emra na omo ye campaign 2020 no omo ba ha DC ba mi ka share say ya kwan so mutimi ya ekokosi goka aya me ye sure say campaign kwa mo be because we share nipa wu kwan so atan ya hwe omo kwa manfo omo prepare ejoso obo wa okay obewo no wanye say ya twen say enka area say papa beba no afi ye nwi sampa no na akwa ya ayo esunne de ye hu de ni CCC MPP aban was civil lives jo ofu diapa ani pian ayade amai amumanti ne dokwan ho yeri mi say MPP fix the country in there chairman of ye de ye hu say akufuado of fix the country of fixing SC wayade amai na mumi ya nanasi na mi say MPP aban be transfer check amomo fix chairman of ami bia ka Ghana
Baya de osaye na esikwajan a wo ye esiri hene ene ete nkan na esiri hima na Nabra Santewa ade ndie so
Uka ya kwa ya bibia ube fatare a ube hye no beduru sekiti akono de udu ba bia hu a nkrofo kra di wachi nanso enam se na dando ye batampa na yesugu no so no ye wura DC wa aboa ye papa masese ye pan no omo agusu kota mere wafo ankola mo hu bi da no ene nyakopan adom omo nyina hu se ene dai omo de kota agu ye kuro so na na do amamuo na na ye damase nyame ankoso ankan ho e ba bia da ye beto aba na na nyame mo nkunidi franka ene wachi da bia da na na mo ba Twera mpom edamase papa nyimi nhyirabo
anti ne sakaneno na nabrofo to dwom se Kumasi sasi bidibidi benam so a bensunti benhwiase benkoto bensori asese de ene asiri so sasi so bidibidi aha anti na hema na Nabra Santewa ne nsem no wie onmonyamfo Solomon Wusu wono ne mansi no esoafo wo krati mu po a MPP aban wo e wo mpotem ho
we German of Kota Momuni, that will be first of its kind. I say, a Yabakosem, Ekesi, Emma, Mofran, and for more. Then an animal kind bank or more people to see. I am a Yakakra, and I do more film from Momba, maybe from Mabashe. In fact, I need some to see. Yeah, I say, in an animal Kapomuka. Now, the Ekosune, Udusua, Tina, fair human action. Se baby to man and contract and akasa na wa ye ni ama na me ya na mo ye kwan ni na wi a jabo kese e be koso e dia hye o mampani na akufado na ban ni mo ya
nananum atrankonwa wo esiri eka won de awie ye no onmonyamfo Solomon Wusu woni mansin so afo ne de ode so na ekutie ye no
Oyerepa ha chiriponso wiadum yenu nsama do ye nsaka premtro kase ana yade ma wosanso ana Oyerepa hweti efidi a kire Oyerepa television so wie ye dem ba bibia ya uwo bia kase no ana yeguso ya yade ma wona fei yemfa nwura wo manga na ngumesu yemu kakra na yembre no ase a kwasi bromba kase yelo wanu amfa mameto akenkan emu bre no a yekosuku mre bia atwa mu no ya wo be kosuku bia na aja ne library wo be ko na books gu won kratai wa fa bi no kani adia na ebie wadwunim na Ghana Library Authority yanyanti yese ondi dwumadie fufuro bi eba ya wonum ani wiase amansanka bonkuba tankura bata ya ehwe mofra ngumasua yedie foto nsam so ye kire UNICEF United Nations Children's Education Fund ana ka bomu ede sa dwumadie ni hyehye no eba nti ya kasa panipa ya tumi ane emra ya ebo manga na kenka bia ho duo nyina ho akora panipa ye daninsa ye mukwasi brumba kase Chief Executive Officer CEO at the Ghana Library Authority Yera Hayford Sia Yera Hayford Sia ewo ye nchen awie kase enum ye ne bonko ba ko mienu bi Yera Hayford ye mo ahane akwaba
yo me dase netsen
ba de adama ye ho ye me dase de yem se dabre ufri kotokasi for one or two ye ho ye pa ye ho ye so ho ye
ya me ado
do ba de ase first of all, you're starting from free. I'm bringing to you for 1 minute. You way free. You're not say Ghana Library Authority. Nyankropa do Monya International Award to be na a Diana Fadia Hona Modern Boba in a day, sir. International recognition. We abbey.
Medasibi say for the past 72 years, you established a Ghana Library Authority. No, and say international award the Enkinya Bida. So now President His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo or buy 5 years in investment and 1 year in the education sector be a library authority sunti say last year you 2 international awards London International Book Fair. Or more award as the Library of the Year, the whole world.
Oh, okay.
They are finals with Croatia, Kenya, and Ghana. And Ghana, you win because 2021 more here, COVID 2020, you know, how innovatively we were able to still connect Ghanaians to knowledge resources. Naturally, we are somehow this thing will be no more recognized. The other award that you could buy in a Koji and see United Nations Public Service Awards. Mobile vans, the computer, boom, crashing, said the Beya Ghana school for Benya computer there, there for machine, the ABNT, almost not just innovative for a public agency. Say, you be 2 years was a bit this age, man, and no more recognized as one of the innovative public service institutions in this world.
And Ghana for Bebre, and I say Ghana Library crowd, Guane Sani Adi. Oh, fine, Yaboma Basso, my idea, Yamin Shram, Mate Ghana and him. Oh, okay. Yes, more the youth engagement centers be across the nation. My youth engagement centers and money UNICEF and partner na my what am I be in this one today? But I cry at engagement centers no na babaye.
Made a CB say Ghana Library Authority the Anka can not say and can as ye Buanqualamo Musia. But one area I say Nipa Bebre nim say you dimu Jumapa a promotion of lifelong learning. And they say ye boama disua say wo school so ni school mo ye boama disua den ekoso na say yenso yen say Ghana ha ye major challenge as a country is unemployment. Into here as a library authority, how do we position ourselves to be able to connect your citizens, especially the youth, to relevant knowledge resources? Betimi abo momonya akonya ewo omonso nsa no dwuma na say ndie kwan bi so no omonso tinya start omonyo. Into here say 2019 year start project be a Commonwealth of Learning the support or more Canada. And almost support to ye introduce what we call massive open online course platform. Obronibe kase remote learning opportunities ubetimi atena ofi no computer so no register no assign for a course. No take be a course in project management, data analysis or something like that. In 2019 year introduce up to now about 40,000 Ghanaians have benefited getting certification on platforms we friend Udemy and Coursera. Okay. Now no you hema say data available. Ghana has just about 7% pen a tablet and computers which means that our remote learning opportunities now ye create no e bi mo ye omo hwe omo phone so kra na omo wi omo nya computer omo ye assignment enti na we say you create avenues young people can go there have access to free internet have access to computers no matimi ayo assignment enti am say we ye share na am say no anti na ye nam say ye beboa na ye say UNICEF adaroma omo matimi aboa me establish 10 youth engagement centers ya Kumase de wa Ashanti Library enti na mabe Kumase a me ba no mabe bo hu dawru na amamuro mo Kumase o matimi hu say Ashanti Library so computer no so the phone so na wo dey your lessons no say bia wo pe computer yi so a ye the internet ni bibia wa Ashanti Library obetimi akọ ye
connected
where resource ye free ya obetimi akọ na so akọ take your courses now once when you nimdie.
Okay. Na wadamu say bia mi wo mu bia na say me ba be ise no sikasem bi o ma na me
control a free and I make a free because these are centers are created to support those people now omni access to computers omni access to maybe data crack into ko hono ma Wi-Fi or ho obetimi login in so obetimi use on desktop no now what they are assignment no courses no be Coursera, Udemy and apps ready to work platform.
Okay. Inti yaki program no youth engagement center program is me ba be remu anase bia afena me ba be simfufra process ne te procedure ne den
pacho baby our phone so baby akọ ya akọ download TikTok, Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook no
Play Store
Play Store ho anase App Store no okwa otimi download Ghana Library app okọ ho no ma behu ye branches e wo Ghana nyina ye wo 10 youth engagement centers ni nyina ho behu nearest location ko ho no na ko register anase on the website www.library.gov.gh no okọ ho so opportunity for you to register on that platform and you be connected to your nearest library which me akọ benefit from all of these opportunities ye creative for mabuno
inti ye ki tu nchani what are the other projects amuwa na say programs mu will be in the near future mu be really no so Ghana for mabunu hwe ni mu say ba beboa
me da se bebre em say adwumadi aye die ya sisi e koso ma Ghana for die bebre yewo Ghana Library app and me kan no betimi akoye app na so your books bebre over 15,000 books on Ghana Library app abetimi akọ download na wa benefit from it your books online learning platforms so aya create bebre no so eno so wo ha wo peko so betimi atena ba bia wo bia Ghana ha betimi atena fie na watimi ahwe bi bebre nipa bebre opportunities ni bebre wo ha ya create em say across the country no your libraries your libraries you buy yetimi add on first no na you 61 libraries see I mean no can say you 109 libraries
oh wow
yeah yetimi expanded library access to the to most part of this country see 16 regions ni na your footprint
okay share pictures here really was screens in so no we atakwan so ayem municipal library na da so sa no they said the mechanic no ya na since be say na ma perception kokwa as a library kra no agu Ghana nti old facilities ni be to say no e wo ho ne ade no adaro ma de na mo ye de afa because takwa for so omusu hia nim de pa na bi so on mo a o share building na structure no da so on mo e kama in order but ubewuram na ebia storybooks no need to surface near Cocokin Kano na instead of well stocked.
Yes. No, I am patch. Let's say, Ghana Library Authority. Medical Catcher say we are one of the oldest public institutions in Ghana. We are 72 years after. See,
Marco pension 12 years.
Cocoa board near Betty Ghana Library Authority. Now fast forward 1981 na libraries are Ghana 36 per.
Okay.
But no books are shelves so over 1 million. Wow. Specifically 1,048,000 books on the shelf.
Okay.
To 2016, now you expanded libraries to 61. And so now your books are so about 349,000.
Yeah.
Not just book libraries they book. It is 61 libraries in our country. No books in 90 ubetis will be so library good library that period. Yankopo under Roma, Dr. Matupoku, you are appointing the Ministry of Education, pet not the library. One of the key areas we focus on. Since you are say 61 libraries near your beto, you are renovating 49 of them.
Oh, okay.
49
more
of them.
Than halfway.
Yes, sir. Takwa library, I mean, okay, and make use of platform. Yes, the gold mining companies.
Okay.
Your proposals, to gold or takwa.
Well, just about to one amount.
Yeah, to one amount. You know, we have something we call Adopt a Library Project.
Yes.
Member company back with your friend in Newmont, Ghana.
Yeah.
Almost to gold. You know, Dinsa also, almost support Akemoda, Akemoda, any Sunyani Children's Library. Or my renovating or Aman Kodai was our community so benefited. We are calling on mining companies or more Takwaho.
Korea microphone say na mo ko twa microphone hu mamugu for me
almost so
go do aprim for no
almost so more
any go fit
anka takwa kra de anko deserve bigger space than this.
Yeah.
Omo deserve an ultra modern library.
Yeah.
Yes, gold mining companies or what takwa. Omo form profit ni kakra ni emfemurem. If you want to develop the human capital of every country,
yes,
a library. Enti ye tu one among omo ye proposals. Enti omo tu one among na omo moye. Other areas are yet me renovating no district assemblies you know mo ye adwuma.
Okay.
Honorable Afenyo marking constituency we see 11 libraries na amayen.
Okay.
Yeah boy me a stock here manage this library. A lot of MPs are doing a lot of work. Oko Ashton we see here Dr. Matupoku prepare see library we are encouraging obiamra ni enu omunye adwuma na o library community library no men ko twa picture na fans and say bo modern now so bo an ye raise fans mesre mo amwa ha nyina mo ani yen kwa renovate akwa library
abe dia se ka dia wo e dia wu pa dia microphone abo yakuti ade anya ni nyina ye on sa man ko antimi nye ye kakra sa anti So one Ghana Krana Korea Benya, it mito a form of painting. No, na men so glass no. I mean, so about to Wakatia, Rajoka James, I'm going to okay, yeah, Kodia, but in case a beer and Comoy Brenning tea, and young question, Ghana Library will be person of friend, near maybe one more per se, when you clarity, when you're to the moon, idea, more beer, numbers, beer, Bibisa, one more bit.
Yeah, yes, say, I are there for the computer and internet and the edge. Okay, Mestre, Ubekoye Facebook. We have a Facebook, we have Instagram, we have Twitter, we are everywhere on the internet. Yeah, Ghana Library. Wow, Play Store, no App Store, so betting me across the Ghana Library. Opportunities for learning. You are creating so many avenues for adult children will be able to continue to learn. Say COVID time you crash Ghana Learning TV video tutorials. Yeah, the say yeah app and so MTN Buddha for 0 rating. And you download the app no now can book screen. It's your best. These opportunities have been created. Okay, your contact numbers ni now your email address will be to me dinkita so that can be a bit me abua.
Yeah, so yeah, Damas invite ya bomba baso. Recently you say Ghana Library revive no. I revive your pa. This maybe a chomo bear 5-10 years banana as a schools in Ukraine. Unya books in Ukraine. Unya be it ba. Is a wokwa ultimate books one more. Come and tea. Said your kind. I never boa na ya shema. BBI fine. Inti we Ghana Library Authority. Penny ya wadano Chief Executive Officer. Umakufu adono ebacho. Mr. Effort Siao ana yaneno abo enkomo enawia ewakasienzo
yana Mr. Effort ase na yenko denchramemu enkre free denchaba ke nsane se nsori mienu Winners Chapel and afa Second Chance Church nsori mienu nananoma trankonwa sinkonwa ama sabre eka ode ato ntri so ne se wonum tua enwampon a wonum tua dua makomako ediowotwe ete life ships na de ema sa asem yi eba ye ne se nananom kire se odefo bo amponse otoso miensa ya oye da nkira hene na nakra kokura yenya enye da kira mamre se ye ndoti yi akora no enam so ma nananom ya mamre se efri bosome miensa da na toso du 9 ekopim wo usori ekwasiada bosome 9 ne de toso du nson no mo bie nka twene mantemu ho mo bie niasa e waso dem enti sa de nka so for call dem o mo ye worship and praises no ni nyina ye twam kopim say besie odefo boamponsem na no ena nsori mienu Winners Chapel na for Second Chance Church no wo mienu abusa amrei so nam so nananom se asori no mu ba ko bia ntua nwampon aduowotwe ngai aduotwe asori ba ko bia aka no afei wodi broni san kotoa no we ndia ya mu no nkotoam yesi naka nwotwe obi etua naka nwotwe snap 8 boxes na box ba ko bia nso wo mu dumienu enti 8 no na kese wa fa multiply na ye hwe ofata jana kama se mate na ka ba himfie ya ji obi pray guide afei o mu senya no nko abusua yesi ntasio nko nante nti asori bia ntua 200 million 20,000 Ghana cedis enti Winners Chapel and Second Chance Church say uni awe asori ba de a ene e wadwen se eka abeda mutiri so no na nanom so wo mo gini mprempre ya afei so wo mo ma asori ni mienu ate ase se kopim se sa eka we no ombetua wie no asori atum wo ya asori ba kwasi ada ebe wadwen so be kwasori mo ye mpai bo fiada enkobi enam se yatum se mutiri ye so not therefore be ana asori ni timi obo ska no etua kane dia ene ebe mam kwan ama mo akwasori na nakwa mkuma ona eden chama se hene nana ne gina nana no matankonwa na mu no Oyerepa kase bo nkomo yentie no
ejina de chamai andem granana ayensua Sara otosumi ensanem ne abempon nana mahimfu ina andem kasema ya kanise emra ya se enam sasa apai na yebe ya mamre ni amane ntino obi anye dede no enso mieni bia ewo dunkwa ha Winners Chapel and Second Chance Chapel omo na namra so moko bie instrument abo ensem abo jotai asa vitiabra shembra no na mako chiwo mu edo wa bahimfia ese ade man na mo tete amra so mbra ne so ono mabuso visit ni abre yesa asore ba ku bia etwa enyan mako odenyan mako aduwotwe sika opepi ahamienu 20,000 ana obia de stamp adaka enwotwe ena eka ho de aba na maka ho asem omusi omu ko echi agobo mpanimfo amane na ebrada muna na ma be desia na tabure de tu onso se efidu nkwa ha denchira ha fidi aso akeka tukwa asor babia winners sapone second chance aso obia no wahinde obia nwese saso dan no yebatum ema asofo no enko sore enko bia nso no nyame woni dem kopim se brada omudi amane beba nso omonya kwan aso dem akosum omunyame
nti say die mo amukọ second chance anyway next chapel no se wo dan chama mu dia e wadwen se onkwa sore nananom ensem a wode ma nana kwa nkuma a oye danchira masse hene na oyekoti bie no abusafo emphasize dama police ne aduro bia wo so yemu na yenkasie ya dedicate ni nyina adiama owura ofosu achampon a enta frɛ no achi ene ye na wodanti ono na server room ho no Facebook live no pictures ni ade na trending no ode enamo ye de asede ma no de ane ye ka mu se police ne aduro no mbi no nya hode atima iwo 0246208496 ena be fresh so
KASE toothpaste ni mo fra no apose odi twi osia mo osia ye fita wo se ahoden bebema carbon ni be free menu ane KASE toothpaste ya pa chaw Samara Company Limited na dia ba adwaman so ti bo modern na epebi fama aba no enfantwi ni sin fresh 0246864798 0246864798 eso na Kofi Aba Center ye ba chaw na Kofi Aba Center say ya de bia dokro wo di unya tete wo stroke ane sabie twere ya de afi diabetes num ne hepatitis A and B asthma yare fibroid ado baby yam ye ba chaw bo modern na kone chobe mu adwa na nane aba besene na afi wo say sunsuma wade ne eke ka won ne wa ye mre won pam oba ba ma ya woni atede nhyade ne atenka koko di unya yare ba ni so te ene ha wo kata ati ni glaucoma yare a bo modern na ekone chen bema how be awo junso semu prostate enlargement and cancer na aba o peba na wonso wunya bie kidney problem na wo se yade ya wodo nyina da bomodin fabra na Kofi Aba Center nyankropo ama no abama ni nubra emunim dia wode tunyare wase ye pa chaw on tonso mampo kwane so a Roma so dan we chiri pe mampo ntonso no Roma so dan we chi ntonso Roma so dan we chi odi mampo kwane usi so adru ntonso a Roma so dan we chi na Kofi Aba Center bo frɛ 05497326 510549732651 na wonum enye woso ya ba cho na Kofi Aba Center o si YouTube nso woko na Kofi Aba TV a no so na tena ye e wo hono a obo modern na watimi aboa habama eni nubra na wodi edi jumanti eni yankwa damra ebinum chi a nwan makoma ko de wotwe ne
shana ko to anotwe 200 million.
Raring for export power.
Alright, man, Odro Korea and the Bobo and Sam Nano, see Bama somewhere, when Nana Apipra and the boy on Subon Chidomoa, which in Chima Fidena, Champon, if we see ya within our done, we go Facebook Live for
Modisia Papa,
when it's line, also, Yajuma Horse, photos and videos in our trend, MCR, or part television, also about Jumapa, TV, anyone come up, and tea, working car for a catch, Nana Asante Swaba, Minimum.
Social distancing ambassador of Fata from Point, I must have my money in a Cheko Yantina. No epefutu abadwafo ba betwa so na ene eye nkunim Jomo Bonsu Ali wawoda wedding freeze yason meyire kuma mamsika doba nkunim Jomo Bonsu Ali Sofu Ali ba nkunim ene ayo birthday nti nyankropo nshira na wonte na nim kire na o ma me picture dia send me wo swag pa ne wo red dress pa ni si aso sisi ndie wunyina wonya agro oswag osoro oswag so maame ya ko ya damase ojamjai